2024, what a year. We saw the general elections take place and Prime Minister Narendra Modi secure a third consecutive term, creating history. We saw the ED arrest Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal. We saw the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha ceremony take place. We saw Bangladesh's Sheikh Hasina forced out of her own country. We saw the Al-Assad regime overthrown in Syria. We saw tensions escalate in the Levant region between Hamas and the Israel government. We saw former President of the United States, Donald Trump, get shot at, and then we saw him win and become the 47th President of the United States. We saw tensions in Manipur escalate. We saw Indian athletes make the country proud and win medals at the Olympics. We saw an Indian chess player win the World Championships. We saw SpaceX catch a 20-story long rocket from the air. We saw advanced technology like AI get to the hands of the common people. We saw an Indian film win the Grand Prix at the Cannes Film Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, this is PW Business World's 2024 wrap-up.
So just 24 hours to go. There's much awaited Grand Prix Pratishtha ceremony.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी पहुंच चुके हैं राम मंदिर की ये तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं
बिल्कुल वो घड़ी करीब है।
1 अरब 40 करोड़ से अधिक निवासियों वाला भारत निस्संदेह दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है।
World's biggest democratic exercise, India has announced that it will vote in national elections from the 19th of April.
To India next, where the general election is underway.
Quite a dramatic day. It began with political pundits warming up for a BJP landslide.
Defying expectations and poll predictions, millions of voters in India have issued a decisive mandate.
Well, India's Prime Minister has claimed victory in the country's election.
ईडी ने केजरीवाल को गिरफ्तार कर लिया है। ये बहुत बड़ी खबर है।
Chief Minister has been arrested.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina resigned today and fled the country after weeks of student protests that have turned deadly.
ताह चले छात्रों की हिंसक प्रदर्शनों की राष्ट्रव्यापक आंदोलन में बदलने के बाद इस्तीफा देकर देश छोड़ चुकी हैं।
The fall of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad took just over a week. It's the end of a 54-year-long regime in Syria.
In southern Lebanon, where Israel has carried out a series of airstrikes on several towns and villages.
First week of September, Manipur has been witnessing a rise in violence. From aerial bombing using drones to the launch of RPG, even the use of sophisticated weapons have made the situation very tense and very vulnerable.
The following are our conclusions. A. The electoral bond scheme are violative of Article 19(1)(a) and unconstitutional.
India is steadily emerging as the voice of the global south.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have embraced each other on Mr. Modi's arrival in Kyiv.
AI startup Kritrim has announced that it has raised $50 million in funding, which takes its value to $1 billion.
NVIDIA means to me, and I was just thinking about it backstage. There's a very important word link which is called Vidya.
I knew I named the company right.
The interim CEO, Mira Murati, she's announced she's leaving the company.
India's campaign at the Olympics was also filled with many near misses, including that of Lakshya Sen in badminton, Saiko Mirabai Chanu in weightlifting, and Vinesh Phogat's disqualification from the wrestling final.
India's campaign at the Paris Paralympic Games 2024 will be remembered as a turning point in the country's sporting history.
T20 World Cup 2024. That's the big story that we are getting at this hour.
The landslides in Wayanad on July 30th find their place among some of the most fatal landslides to have occurred in India.
A woman doctor on duty decided to take a few moments of rest after exhausted duty. And what happened in turn was brutal rape and murder.
Ratan Tata, no more, at 86 years of age.
Zakir Hussain, one of the world's greatest tabla players, has died at the age of 73.
Grand Prix goes to All We Imagine as Life by Ayal Kapadia.
कि 21वीं सदी तब भारत और आसियान की मित्रता, समन्वय, संवाद और सहयोग बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। भारत का विजन है वन अर्थ वन हेल्थ।
Donald Trump will be the 47th President of the United States of America.